Yo, what is going on? Today we're going to be making a beat, flipping a sample from an anime. We're just going to jump right in. Right now we got this OST looking, OST looking thing, right? Kaiji, godlike anime. Here's the sample. Pretty much this. Basically, the go-to plan here is like, okay, I like this. I'm gonna skip where I hear drums so I can map it easier. See if there's drums. Okay. We're dealing with fourths, dealing in fours most of the time. So as we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking for something even like that. 1, 2, 3. Right. So we have that. That's key. And anyway, how we're gonna get this into our DAW is real simple. I'm gonna open up another DAW and record it. Now this is Audacity, this is free, but basically I have my microphone as my speakers, my outs. So I'm gonna keep it a little low volume just so we don't have any data loss. So I'll hit record and then hit play on the video. And now we're getting some levels right here, right? So from here we got a 32-bit float, 48,000 hertz. So that's really high quality, making sure we don't lose any data whatsoever. Another thing we want to do is check the quality. Quality of the video also affects the quality of the sound. So now all I'm going to do is export as a wave. Recommend just a wave or a FLAC audio format, just because they're lossless types. Lossless formats, lossless codec, so we're not losing any data whatsoever. Close out of that. Drag our sample from where we saved it into our DAW. Now this is real easy. We've got low levels, that's great. I'm gonna normalize it to 0 dB. That's just making everything go up, and the peaks throughout are going up with it. The peaks will hit 0 right here, and everything else will follow. So now we're gonna select our flippable part, choppable part, whatever we want to take out, and map it to the grid. So I'm just gonna go from here, make sure that we're on the line right there, and I just want this intro part, but I'm gonna be using the drums or the bass part to figure out our tempo. Right now my DAW is at 140, and if I adjust the tempo in my DAW, here's what will happen. If I adjust my tempo, it will move the sample as needed, right? So I won't change it. Yeah, so I'll go back to 140, and then let's see. So I'll just do the drums, and easy way to do this is actually just start from the drums. I'll do that. This is our kick drum right here. Just isolate it right there, land it on beat 1, and then we're gonna find where there is a 4 bars. Oh, cool. We're pretty much there, and I'll just cut that off. Doesn't really matter too much. So now I'm gonna hit the stretch mode. Basically, I'll resize it, and it will align with my my DAW's tempo when I'm in stretch mode. Another way to do this would just be changing the mode, changing it to auto, and then adjusting the tempo. Cool. Everything is mapped. What I can do is I can go back to my intro part. Will either be spot on or very, very close. So we're spot on, and we only want the intro part, so I'm just going to take those first 4 bars, those first 4 bars, and then I'm going to make sure we're all good and square. Cool. Now we have our sample. We did change the pitch. I'm going to change it to auto, which will probably just be the generic, so we'll keep our original pitch. And actually from there, then I can deviate to whatever I want. I do want to go lower and slower, so I'm gonna go 110. This can go either way, but right now I'm feeling like this should go for some, I could go for some like cloud rap or some dark trap vibes. There you go. So the sample is flipped. All I'm gonna do now is add my own touches. I don't think I'm gonna chop it up too much, maybe for the hook. I'm just gonna isolate it there, and we're gonna make a beat. I'm just gonna throw on some free reverb, get a bit of long decay, adjust some of the size and the shape of the room. And since this is one note, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it unique, change the pitch, and we'll work around that. I'm gonna load in an 808. That sounds good. Make sure our envelope is square so nothing bleeds. So I'm gonna go with a regular like trap pattern. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna keep it like that, and we're gonna get a clap going just so we can kind of feel the groove. All I'm gonna do here, plays it on beat 3. So I took this hat. I admit the hat is grimy hat, but I pitched it up an octave. I'm gonna keep this pretty simple. I'm gonna keep these hats like this. I'm gonna randomize these. I won't randomize the pitch, just the velocity and the panning left and right. Clap sounds weak, so I'm just gonna add some reverb, put it to the send, give it some depth. I also want to add another snare on top. Probably just add this, copy and paste. Standard trap. Send to the verb. I can't. Right here, I'm going to take out harsh frequencies like this. I'm going to add this low hat for some hi-hat rolls. And all my 808 pattern is doing is just following the key. Okay, and then so for the hi-hat rolls, copy this over here. Do this triplet down low. Add one more snare, give it some high. I'm gonna add some texture things, some ambient things right here, maybe a vocal sample to lead in, and then we'll have the verse drop. I'm gonna add a kick. For the kick, I'm just gonna copy my 808 pattern, move all my notes to C5, change the velocity. Make it hit hard as hell. And yeah, we're clipping. You can see. Not gonna worry about it. Right now we can split the channels. This will be the verse right here. Leading into the verse, I'm just gonna have this section right here. I might make this unique and reverse it. But this is leading into the hook, which is actually going to have another melodic instrument. So I keep my melodic stuff up top here, but kind of works, kind of doesn't. I might leave the 808 in. Cool. That sounds good leading up to the hook. Now we're going to add in that, I think it's a harp, right? And we're just going to draw in. Nope. I'll change up the notes here. This is just like, this is, you know, C major 7, and then here. Put the reverb on it, take out lows. Take out highs. I'm just gonna repeat that. Sounds cool. I'm gonna give it some width with this, see what that sounds like. And I'm actually gonna distort it next. Alright, so now we have our harp melody, and that carries over in the hook. What I'm going to do here for the next part of the verse is take out some stuff for the first half of this section, for the first 4 bars. Probably just the perks and the open hats and the rolls. I'll keep those last perks. And then I'm going to copy over this thing that we had. I'll probably just repeat the hook again. And I'll provide the fade out right here. So there's the fade out. I'm going to add some delay. This is just triplet. And I'm just sending it. There we go. Done. Flipped an anime sample. Levels might be weird, but that's okay. Lastly, so I'm gonna sample, I'm gonna take in this quote from the show. I'm gonna bring it in, give it that reverb send, shed off some low and some high, I think. And then we'll change the pitch a little bit. And then, to add even more spookiness, I'm gonna open up Omnisphere, and we're just gonna shuffle in all. Perfect. We'll just do that. And then I'm gonna actually fade in. Need a sample in the intro. So I'm gonna leave it up to the vocalist to do the fill in here, I think. I don't really want to add any drums, to be honest. I might lower this whole octave again. I like that better. go. We flipped an anime sample and made a cloud rap dark beat. So there we go, boys. Thank you all for watching. I think I'm gonna rap on this now. Holy shit. Alright. But hey. Smash like, subscribe for more. Peace.